All right, guys, we're doing the third draw stream of doing the Kurgan versus He-Man from the '80s movie with Dolph Lundgren. So right now I'm working on the pencils and trying to work on the face. So let's get in there. All right. So I'm using a little bit of reference right here. That Dolph Lundgren is He-Man. Okay. Trying to get it, as close as I can, but it's not going to be perfect. I also want it to be like a kind of comic booky in a way. Not too much, but yeah, definitely. I will break you. Let's see here. Okay. Not going to really be doing too much more to it. It'll start to come to life really more in the inks, I think. Right. I'm going to fix these eyes. He looks a little retarded right there, so we'll fix that. I will break you. Looking forward to the movie. I think it's going to be pretty good. Trying to keep it real basic. Let's see what else do we got. Hey, what's up, Genuine Comics? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Just trying to draw some Dolph Lundgren right now, fighting the Kurgan, the Kurgan, sorry. Sometimes it'll look like him, and then you do a little tweak, and then it'll stop looking like him. All right. Just start adding the hair in and everything. It could be start to be a little easier. I'm gonna have to shrink up that eye a little bit. He's gonna be in the new movie too. Looking forward to that. I wonder if he plays in the movie though. I don't even care if it's a spoiler that he's in there. You know, it's dope. Sometimes I think movies need to get spoiled, and sometimes in some ways, and sometimes books do too. Otherwise, no one goes to watch them or no one reads them. Just really depends. Like I just did a review on a book right now that's starting out pretty good. No one's really talking about it. It's called Corpse Night, and it has the artist from Manifest Destiny. I don't know if you guys ever read that book, but it's a frontier American mythos horror book, you know, with starring Lewis and Clark. Sorry, Lewis and Clark. That'd be Superman and whatnot. But yeah, dude, it was really good book, and the artist, and it was Matthew Roberts. But with that book, they almost had like a painterly colored pencil look to Manifest Destiny. It was a really good, fun time. And I felt like, I don't know, man, like there's not that many books that really deal with American folklore, like on a level like Europe and, you know, Scandinavia and Greece. And I don't know. I mean, the country is young, but it's old at the same time, you know? And I just felt that was really, really cool, that something fresh. Not a lot of people talk about that book. Again, that's another book I was reading before I started my channel. That maybe I should go in there and do some reviews of that. Let's see here. Kind of digging this Dolph like that. I'm trying not to do too much, you know, to it. So I'm using this reference right here. See, I'm cheating. You know. I want to make the nose just a little more. Well, no, I guess it's all right. I'm almost cool with it. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay. Let me see if I can tweak that a little bit. It's weird to think some of these guys were so young when they made the movies that they did. I don't like doing photorealism. I don't like doing photorealism that much. It's kind of cool, but I don't know. Find like with likenesses, less is more. You just got to kind of nail down the certain structures of the face. You could spend all day on it, you know. All stinking day. Let's see. maybe a little. What I love about drawing is that you could learn. You can just keep. You're just learning forever. You know, just a nonstop thing you learn it. But it's funny, people could come in that just started and they'll learn something that you didn't know, and they could school you. But yeah, I'm the forever student of art, man. Especially when it comes to comics. There's always more to learn. I think I'm digging that like that. Things with comics, when things get so small with the shading, when you're moving into inks, you gotta kind of get rid of some of the lines, man. You gotta simplify it a lot of the time. I'm gonna try to do something more with the mouth right here, and let's see, the eye maybe too. Whoop. To get a new pencil pretty soon. I don't know who's gonna go watch the movie, but I'm really looking forward to it. I already got my tickets for He-Man. They filmed the old one like by my house in Whittier. Let's see, this should break off. Yeah, it broke. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm like, why are they filming it in Whittier? They should be filming it in Eternia. Yeah, this thing really broke really good. I dropped my pencil. I gotta fix the lead now, guys. I'm sorry. They they filmed it in Whittier. It's weird to think that like my grandma lived in Whittier, I think, at the time, so I was right around that area. Yeah, it's got that old school kind of old town look to it, old timey town. Did I burn through that much? I don't think I did. All right, here we go. But I think likenesses is something we should all work on. You know, I know a lot of comic book artists, they don't like doing likenesses. Their work is the shit. I know a lot of comic artists too that like their style isn't that great, but they could fucking nail likenesses better than some of the big guys. You know, it's like everyone has a different like skill flex. Yeah. I'll never kneel to you. Franklin Jayla. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Was it Jared Leto? He's got his own little voice that he's doing for the movie. I kind of dig it, to be honest. A lot of people are. I understand people's concerns. We were concerned about his voice. They really wanted to hide the cackle, you know. But I don't know. It is what it is, you know. Could be a hell of a lot worse. At least he sounds cool. It sounds like he's trying to channel his inner Tim Curry a little bit, you know. I feel like the nose too, man. It's not sitting right with me. It should be just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit longer. He's got this really long, chiseled nose and face. Hey, what's going on, Abdul? Right now we're drawing this guy right here. Dolph Lundgren. He's fighting the Kurgan. We just gotta nail down just a couple more lines and we should be good. Man, dude, this really did a number on this lead today. It's just particulate. It just broke up. Sorry, guys. It's like right there. Maybe I shouldn't have erased his nose. Like I had a decent looking Dolph. He wasn't perfect, but he was decent, you know. But sometimes you got to do that stuff. I gotta put in some more lead. And like artists, when we're working, we throw everything all over the place. Just kind of in a hurry because you get an idea for something. Oh, I got an idea for a line I'm gonna throw right here. You start moving things around and making a mess. But you gotta clean up at the end. All right, so I'll get my little pencil right here. Lead. Just that. Load it back up into here. I got this nice little eraser right here. These erasers are bomb too. I don't use it though. Never know when you might need it. Let's see if it works. This thing's bent too at the bottom. Whoops. All right, there we go. Now we got some tension. All right, back to old Dolpher. He was young when he made this too. He's probably like in his early 20s. But Franklin Jayla, man, I'm gonna have to definitely draw that dude someday. His Skeletor. Most def. I really liked the movie a lot, you know, because I remember watching the cartoon a lot as a kid, and then kind of wasn't allowed to watch the cartoon after a while because of the whole satanic panic thing. And then the movie, I think the movie came out not too long after that, and I watched that all the time because that was kind of what I got, you know. So let's see here. I'm gonna definitely move these over a bit. Let's fix the eyes a little more. Yeah, and there was really no sword and sorcery, nothing to be afraid of, you know. A satanic panic really scared a lot of people back then. I think there was a lot more demonic stuff that was really focused in the media at that time. And the Warrens from like The Conjuring, they were out and about doing a lot of shit. Fighting demons and whatnot. Just finished watching the new Conjuring movie. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see here. You only get so many chances with this before it turns to mulch. This guy's he does have like big eyes too, though. He's got big eyes. He's got a long nose, big chin, big jawbone. Very, very cartoon. Very Nordic too. So I was saying he could have played Thor, man. He would have been a perfect Thor. Dolph Lundgren, big ass Swedish. Veteran. Yeah. Let's see here. It does need to kind of go a little bit that way. Let me see if I can cut it a little more. I just really like the shadow on this picture on the eyes. I think it looks dope. Trying to keep going with that. But I might kind of break in there a little bit. Let's see. Try something else. Clean my eraser. I just watched that new Punisher Last Kill. It's pretty good. You know? Pretty decent. He yells a lot, but I kind of wish that they would I don't know. Sometimes hire a new actor, but he's good sometimes. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he yells a lot. It's hard to get the eyes right with this dude. Gotta be just right. Okay. Might rock with that. And then bring this down a little more. Like that. I kind of wanted to do like a mouth a little bit, but right. Okay. Okay, there's that. I gotta mess with the face and the mouse a little more. Kind of lost this Dolph look a little bit. That's all right. We'll fix it. I think I can fix it. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Also, when you ink it, it's going to change. So you got to reevaluate it again. All right, here we go. Yeah. Getting there. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm gonna be done with Dolph's face here in a second. It's important though, man. Try some. Just want to try a little more things, you know. I got him here. So I help to a little bit to his advantage. I have the nose line right there a little bit. Okay. Right. We could do a little bit of that right there. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you. Right. Little Dolphy. Not 100% there. It's never going to be there. I just don't want him to be. I don't know. I want him to feel pain, dude. He's getting stabbed in the arm, you know. So it's kind of important. Yeah. That kind of. I think I know what I want to do. Maybe make the. Yeah. It's up there. Looks a little better. Okay, I think I can fuck with that. Hey, what's up, Saboteur? Thanks for stopping by, man. Trying to get a little bit of a likeness to Dolph, you know. But trying not to spend too much time on it, and then also trying to make him look comic booky at the same time, you know. But then also the inks are gonna come in, so it's gonna take a little more. It's gonna change again, you know. So gonna keep all that in mind. Thing I like about Buscema's like eyes when he's drawn like Conan, he just draws like little black balls and he doesn't draw the bottom of the eyelid skin. It's just kind of most of the time, not all the time, but that's one thing I kind of like about it. His Conan stuff. Yeah, I kind of want to get this out just a little cartoony bit of the cheekbones. Just want a little bit. Let's see. All right. Trying this new diet. I got to start drinking more green tea, man. I got to start getting into my tea drinking era. That green tea, it burns fat like crazy. I did not know that. I thought it was a different. And I've been drinking, green tea off and on my whole life. But I guess that yeah, it's a fat just burner, man. Just destroyer of fat. That belly fat, you know. So I'm thinking, hell yeah, bro. I love that. I used to drink it back in the day for when I was doing doing the yelling, the death metal, and so that's perfect for me. Just gotta get like that shadow in there. The eye's a little too big, but I like it. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Okay. Is that he was so big, dude, when he's holding the sword up, doing the eye of the power thing. Dude was swollen. All right. I might change it again. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought it was like a black tea or something. Because I was doing fasting like off and on last year, and I did really good, and I lost like almost 20 pounds, and then I put it all back on and more. Like I'm the biggest I've ever been in my life right now. I'm like 225 pounds, I think. So now I'm trying to lose like 50 pounds. So I'm gonna be doing more exercising and stuff like that. Trying to get that Kevin Bacon look, just lean it up. Not that it was epic shit, but it's lean up. And then once I get that going, and then hopefully later on I can start doing the heavy lifting, putting on some muscle, more muscle, putting on that more muscle. I think it'd be fun, just to kind of build your physique up. I never had it that big. I played football in high school for a little bit. I went out for the team. I made the team, and then I quit. A bunch of guys did just for fun, just see if we could do it. Did it. Went through Hell Week, all that shit. Just wasn't our thing. I was more into music and art, but I could do it. So I'm just thinking, like, yeah, you know what? And then if you want to live a while, you gotta have strong core, and you have to work out all the time. Like you're looking at Arnold, he's about to be 80, and he's gonna make He-Man, but he works out every day. He's at his house or down in Venice. Him and he's working out with his kid, his son. Arm bar right there. I hope that it's he plays He-Man in this one, like from another dimension or something. That'd be pretty cool. Like there's a multiverse. There probably is, dude. I think they did that with the Barbie movies. I think they had like a multiverse thing going. But I never watched the Barbie movies, so I'm not really sure. But yeah. I'm just kind of like sketching in his costume, looking at his muscles too a little bit more, doing some tweaks. Yeah, and then just trying to do more of that like Mediterranean diet. I'm not going full carnivore, but definitely want to cut out bread and pasta. Just kind of focus on rice and meat and fruits and vegetables. There's some bread in the Bible though that they tell you to eat. They say you can eat grain. There's actually tells you how to make it. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, but that Punisher movie was pretty cool. Or the Last Kill or whatever. It was all right. I dug it. It's just he kind of yells too much. It's only problem. Kind of yells a little too much. The Dolphers. Crazy amulet too. It looks like a dragon or some shit that's on his chest. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, a lot of ornamentation on the armor. All right. So we have that. I'm kind of cool with this Dolph right here. Let's see. I could live with this Dolph. That's funny. Boom. Do a couple more haircuts real quick. All right. This dude's got some white hair, yo. Yeah, that's right. No, that's how it is. Someone like that. All right. Got that. Move right along. Actually, did find another version of him like yelling and stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to. If I did, I'd probably change it later. Yeah. Yeah, Dolph was scary, dude. He was imposing as He-Man. You want to fuck with that dude? I never deal with you. Let's see. Right. Right. Some big shoulder pads right there. Looks like he had the triple thing going. That little amulet thing right there. Something like that. Belt loop. In a gun holster somewhere too. I'm probably gonna start working on the other dude now. His right hand didn't have any. I think his right hand had a gauntlet on it. No, and there's AI shit around on the internet. So much AI these days. So the left arm had the gauntlet. Something like that. Got the sword still going through right here. Big ass sword. Figure that out later. We kind of got Dolph right here. I'm still like up in the air about what I want to do with his legs right here. I wanted to really sell it, but I could fix. I'm gonna let him keep the axe. I might tweak the axe though. To be honest, I might make it a little more, but a little more oriented to the film, to the '80s film verse. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the film, the 1980s one, they were gonna make a sequel to it, and they had a bunch of leftover props and whatnot, and then it didn't go through. It didn't happen. I think it was something happened. I don't know if it was Canon went out of business or something, but they were stuck with all this Masters of the Universe Part 2 wardrobe. So they made the movie Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I think that movie's fantastic, man. I remember when it came out as a kid, I was never really allowed to watch it, but I had a magazine, man, with a bunch of martial arts stuff in it. That was in there, and I was always looking at it like, man, I want to watch this movie so bad, but I never could because I was just too young. It was that and Blind Fury with Rutger Hauer. That was another one. I think Showdown in Little Tokyo was in there too. But those were like movies that I always wanted to watch, and then now I can, but I always forget to go back and check them out, you know. But I have seen Showdown. Blind Fury I watched a long time ago. I want to go back and rewatch that. And that's like I forgot what samurai movie it is. It's basically like a riff on that. I want to go check that out. We're just cutting. It's funny how when you're writing and you're drawing, you put a bunch of shit on the board or on the paper, and then you just keep cutting. You keep going back and cutting stuff out, you know, like a piece of clay. So everything's about rendering in different ways, like or sculpting, I should say. Yeah. You getting in the drawing before work? Oh no, I'm off today. Today's like my Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, I work weekends. Yeah. I kind of like working weekends though, man. It's fucking dope. Because where I live, it's just like parking lot everywhere you go, bro. You get on the freeways. I live in SoCal, so but during the week, bro, like a nice Thursday, Friday, dude, you can't beat that shit. Especially I used to work retail for like 20 something years, and you know, hopefully I'll never have to go back. It's brutal. A lot of people talk head on it, but not until you've done it for like 10 years, you know, you really don't understand. But at the same time, it's like you understand when people are crying when they have to go to their job. I don't know, you develop kind of a idea of it, I guess. But I work really early when I do work, so I get in my drawing after work. So I work extremely early. Yeah, I want to start working up really early and doing all my working out and stuff. Because you work out early in the morning, man, you don't really got to worry about nothing after that. Because the workouts behind you, I mean, you could go do you could work out later if you want, but once that morning workout's done, you're Gucci, you know. It's behind you. You own that shit. Even if it's like 30 minutes. I was listening to Jason Statham about his. He says he just works out for 35 minutes a day for 5 days a week. I'm looking at everybody's like workout. I'm looking at people that are old that still look good. You know, like Terry Crews, Ernie Hudson, Jason Statham. Like, what are they doing? You know, they look like they're fucking 30 and they're like 70. That type of those people. What are their diets? You know, Terry Crews fasts from like. Now this is on Instagram. It could be hocus pocus, but he fasts from like he stops eating at 10 p.m. I think. Then he eats a bunch of food. Sorry. He eats a bunch of food. Stops. He starts his fast at 10 p.m. Goes to bed. Wakes up. Does a bunch of powerlifting. Runs like a couple miles or some shit. He starts eating at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then he eats again at dinner. And he's been doing that his like whole life, I guess. And the dude's buff, man. You know, I don't know, like he would have been a great Luke Cage. Blade. He does the voice of Blade but I don't know if he could pull off the martial arts. It's different. Let's see here. Yeah, man. Oh, Spawn would be dope. That again, martial arts. Yeah, man. I do the same. I work out in the morning, then play on my computer, check before work, then work, and draw if my other job doesn't call me. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's good to have a militant like structure behind it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. You know. I don't like having to do things militant, but you have to. It's unfortunate. It's the only way shit gets done. And the older you get, the more militant you got to be. People don't want to hear it, though. You know, shh, don't say that. And us as artists, we kind of like everything kind of jazz, you know. It just makes things funner. But in reality, you gotta have the jazz, have the controlled chaos, I guess. Within, I guess, something like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but something like that. Got to have a tight schedule. And then the kids will hate you for it, but at the end of the day, it's like, hey, I'm here to be your dad. Not, you know, I'll be friendly with you, but I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your dad. You could hate me now for it. Probably like me more for it later. Maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully, you grow up and hope that your kids are thankful for the things you've done for them. But I don't know about this generation now, man. They're really got a lot of poopy pants, you know, like dirty diapers and shit. See, I stopped eating at 6 to 12 p.m. Oh, okay. Right now I stop eating at 9 p.m. and then I start up again at 1. Is that right? That's usually what I do. Yeah. It works out pretty good, but now I gotta just start exercising more. Doing more. I want to start just doing more aerobics and stuff like that. Jogging, running, walking. You know, I really like doing push-ups right now, but I gotta be careful with that. I got a shoulder injury, and then yeah, sucks. So you got to get creative and find other ways to do it. Yeah, I think rice is fine. Yeah, rice is cool. It's like the carb you can eat, and then potatoes. It's just potatoes. You can't fry them at all. You know, like if you're gonna do mashed potatoes, you could do that, and then you can put the butter in there. Butter is good for you because it's carnivore. A little salt, a little pepper, and then you can actually, if you want, throw a tiny little bit of mayonnaise in there. Because from my understanding, and if you make mayonnaise fresh, I think it is carnivore, or at least close to it. Because it's just like eggs and a bunch of other shit. I didn't know, man, that like there's a whole like spectrum of like creams and cheeses that are carnivore, you know, because it all basically, if it comes from God, like from the earth, then it's good, you know. That's why I'm gonna do the rice. I'm not doing bread. I'm not doing pasta. I'm not doing tortillas, and that's a lot. But I will do the rice, because you look at a lot of Asian cultures, man, they live pretty long and they're pretty healthy. They're just doing the rice and the fish, and I think rice has a bunch of electrolytes in it. So I'm going to start really tuning in more to all the little technicalities of the food. But definitely cheeses and Yeah, bread's so fucking bomb, dude. I love bread, bro. Especially like at the Mexican stores. Oh, like the sweet breads and like the fresh bread out of the oven. Because I know a spot around here where like they bake bread every freaking 3 hours, bro. And they bring it out those little bolillo breads. It's nice and salty too. It's got that little salt snap to it. Delicious, bro. And you get like five like little tortas of bread, little baby loaves like that. They're fat for like $2. You know, sometimes I'll have special. We get like and it's fresh, dude, like right out of the bakery. So I would buy some and even freeze it, and we'd make tortas with it later. I'll snack on it, and it's the worst thing you could eat. It's so good. Now I know why Jason Momoa was they were talking to him for one of the movies he's doing, because I like Momoa. He's cool. You know, I think he hams it up with the dad dude bro image a lot. I think he's more than what that. Personally, I believe he's a lot more than that. He just doesn't really show it. That's kind of what sells. Dad dude bro, Lobo surfer, fucking biker. But I think he's pretty smart guy personally, and yeah, he was just saying that like his favorite thing to eat is rice, dude. Just like a big fucking thing of rice. Yeah. He's been, they're starting a big old like Polynesian film studio. Him and Taika Waititi and Cliff Curtis. Cliff Curtis is a guy that's in. He looks Mexican, bro. But he always plays a Mexican, but he's actually a Kiwi. He's from New Zealand. Yeah, he was in like what was that? He was in Training Day. Remember the cholo in there, the dinner table. Yeah, he's a great actor. And Waititi, he's good when he does comedy. He just kind of needs to like stay in his lane or kind of just get the assignment right. You can do all that shit and still be an artist, bro. No matter what, your style is gonna bleed into things. There's little like microcosms within styles that you can kind of do that. But he does kind of his own stuff, man. I think he's a good filmmaker. Taika, I love like What We Do in the Shadows. I think that movie's brilliant, especially with being like a fan of like horror and monsters. And I think if people kind of was there on Ragnarok on the set with them more, and if they shaved that movie off a little bit, I think Ragnarok could have been better. Like I don't know if they reined him in a little bit. I think it's a double-edged sword where you got to kind of rein in directors sometimes. You got to know when to kind of get in there and then step back, and that goes for like for Zack Snyder, Taika Waititi. The script has to be on point. I think that a lot of these scripts, man, they're putting too much stuff into them and with too many characters and too many storylines from the comics. They need to kind of scale it back a lot, dude. Like maybe Thor on a planet fighting. Like that could be cool, I wouldn't have put Hela in there though. I would have cut Hela out. I wouldn't have killed off the Warriors 3. I would have had Hulk in there. That would have been cool. Then I would have gave Hulk his own like trilogy just on Planet Hulk. Hulk can have, all these guys should be having tons of movies. I went to see that new Viking show. Oh, okay. There is another Viking show coming out. I think it's from Vikings, right? I hear they're gonna kind of do like it's from I think it's from the creators of Vikings. It's another one. I was reading an article about that a while ago. I want to go back and watch the old Vikings movie with Kirk Douglas. That movie's pretty badass. They get a lot of shit right in there, believe it or not. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the Kurgan for a little bit. I'm gonna just start busting out my. I hate putting the paper down when I'm drawing. I don't like wearing that little strap on your hand when you're drawing. I hate it. I can't stand it. But you got to do it. Got to do it. Yeah, I just don't like wearing shit on my hand when I'm drawing. It's annoying. But you got to do it. I'm gonna order one. I'm gonna order like a bunch of those mofos. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen Norseman? Sad. Yeah, the compression gloves. Yeah, I need to get one, dude, just for the rubbing. I got to get it. The spider gloves or something like that. I don't know if you've seen. Yeah, right. I don't know if you've seen the what is it? Norseman on Netflix. It's a comedy Viking show. Oh my god! Oh no, sir, I have not. Oh my god! Don't watch it with the kids around me till they go to bed. But it is funny as fuck, bro. It is funny. It's raucous and hilarious. I think you might like it, but it's good, dude. And it's got the same production. It's like Vikings and whatnot, and it's made in it's a Norwegian it's a Norwegian show, bro. So they have the Norwegian version and they have the American English version. So they would shoot every scene twice. They would do a Norwegian cut and then I guess an English cut. It's just such a funny show. I think they did 3 seasons, so I recommend that. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Then there's a pretty good movie too called I think it's called Norsemen, just Norsemen, and it has that one guy that was in like the Umbrella Academy. He played like the big gorilla guy. He's a big old Viking in there, dude, and he does a great job. And then the singer of Amon Amarth in there too. He's like part of the crew. It's a pretty good show. Let's see here. Can't wait to draw this sword. I really dig the Kurgan sword, man. Oh yeah. They have two different ones, so you got to check the settings, and it might be kind of weird in there because they really filmed a whole. It should be just like it should just be like if you go to the subtitles, but I think actually with that one they're gonna have a whole nother just version of it. You know what I mean? Where you got to look. There's that version and that version. Probably not even in the subtitles, but it might be. But they're on there though. They're definitely that was a big thing for them. I guess really important that they wanted to have the 2 versions, the Norwegian one and the American one. But they're funny as hell. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna mess with the. I think the sword needs to be longer, probably. Yeah. And this is gonna have to give. Unfortunately, this sword's probably gonna be shorter than it actually is. Or I might twist his hand a little bit so it's kind of going out more that way so I can fit it onto the page. But that might look kind of stupid. Either or, like one of the two. Twist it might look stupid, or the arm might be a little shorter because I feel like the arm. Well, no, the sword might be a little shorter than it's supposed to be, but it'll be all right. It'll be fun. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? You're up early, bro. You're up early, my man. Let's see if I can find some Kurgan right here. Some Kurgan ref. Not even going to try to imagine it. There we go. Okay. Just real quick, looking for that good angle, you know. Because if you can nail the head angle, it's half the battle. Just getting that reference down, you know. Yep. It'd be kind of tricky. Who was the Kurgan? Dynamite put out some Kurgan comics. I'd like to check them out. I think that'd be kind of cool. Actually, now I'm just kind of looking for the. They got some pretty cool Kurgan toys too. Kurgan Rising. I guess they had a Kurgan. Oh, it's an audio CD. Never mind. I guess they had a Kurgan audio book or an audio show, like a radio show with maybe Clancy Brown and then the TV show actor. It's possible. Let's see here, I got before noon. Outside is that is an epic achievement for me. I gotta say something. For sure, brother. Or you got something to say. Like what Danzig song, like that Danzig song, right? Yes, sir. Might have to go in there and just. Yeah, definitely. It is better to burn out than fade away. And you also don't want to burn the candle at both ends. That's what I've been doing. So I'm probably gonna use that ref a little bit. I think that one's kind of got the similar structure that I'm working for. Trying to get that little smirk on his face. So he's got one. Probably you're not gonna see much of his eyes. Highlander is my shit. When I was doing German longsword fencing, I would bump the Queen soundtrack in my car on the way to practice. That's awesome. There can be only one Highlander. Let's see here. Just want to get that. I'm trying to look for that smirk. I might even change it around later, but a lot of that face is going to be covered up, unfortunately, I think, for this angle. I could tweak it later, but I kind of like this angle a little bit. Yeah, I'm really pumped up for that Highlander movie. There's a lot of movies coming out this year still too. Um, I low key want to watch Super Troopers, guys. I'm sorry, Super Troopers 3. I didn't think the second one was as funny as was that funny, unfortunately. But hey, part 3 might be. Looking forward to that. I think that might be fun. Also, Werewolf. That's a big one coming out. Werewolf's going to be coming out. Also, what else is coming out? Street Fighter might be okay. I still got to watch. What is it? Still got to watch Mortal Kombat. I didn't get to go see that. Unfortunately, I want to watch it though. Yeah. Okay. Okay. here. All right, he's got a lot of eyeliner on too. There's that. Let's see. Got this right here. That, and then this is going to be right here. Right, get the little bit of that. Have the head kind of like that. I'm psyched to for the Henry Highlander. Dude is serious about sword training. Yeah, he's serious about the movie, man. I think the movie's going to be good. It might, it's probably not going to be as good as the first one, but if, yeah, it could be really good. Just different. It's going to be different too, because they're going to. What a lot of people do now is like with media, with like and like legacy stuff, they like to please like a lot of the different fans, and in a way, there's a way you could do it. Like, you could do it classy, kind of like what Zub did with the Atlantean sword, how he kind of worked that in. I know it's not a movie, but and then I think they're doing that with Masters of the Universe as well. I think that they're going to like Dolph's going to be in there, but pay a little homage to him. Also, that there's a character from the movie that's actually on Skeletor's team. That monster with the white hair and the fur coat and the claw. He's in the movie. He's in the new one. He's on Skeletor's team. So they're paying homage to that. Or not homage. It's straight up. It's almost like telling you that possibly that exists. And if Dolph's in there, he might just be a He-Man from another dimension, which I'll fuck with that, Masters just look too much like the Gun Guardians movies. Yeah, there's a little bit of that in there, but that's okay. I mean, that's what it's kind of supposed to be, Kids show, kind of fun. That's why we got Conan, I know there's a David Goyer rated R version out there, but it's probably not the best way to tackle it, because it's kind of more about showing it off to the kids now and seeing if they can get excited for it, Don't get me wrong, though. Just like there's a rated R Batman version, there's a rated R Masters out there that I'm sure a lot of us would like to watch too. But to be honest, bro, like that first Guardians, I like the movie. I don't have a problem with it. I like the tone. I think it's fun. Probably could have been better, but I was never a Guardians fan to begin with, so I can't really speak on it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely gunned out though, dude. Like I was never really a big fan of Gun to be honest with you. I didn't like the Superman movie. I thought it was boring. I don't think he looks really that cool at all. I don't like the suit. Looks like they're making like really just kind of bulky suits for the actors. Like the new Green Lantern suit looks really, really boxy. Let's see, is Orko in it? That's what the guy's name, the floating around guy. Yeah, he, allegedly going to be in there. So is She-Ra. She's going to be in there too, allegedly. The thing, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So the thing is with that, they're trying to like please all the fan subsets. So you have the Dolph Lundgren fans, you have the fans from the original, you also have the fans from like which is my favorite from the Cartoon Network show. So they're trying to please all these fans. And there's ways to do that. I don't know who's playing Shira, but maybe it's just kind of like a little nod to her or something later on. But we'll see. We soon shall see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I drank all my coffee already. It's crazy. He's just like a badass, like metal, like barbarian. Then he turns into like an '80s like headbanging punker, like a metalhead punker slash biker. He looks cool. Kind of what Terminator was like in the first movie as well. Just Arnie looked like a punker in there. That chick from Dune. Yeah, they put her in everything, right? Yeah, it's kind of gets kind of old sometimes. So I gotta do this cut right here for the brow. Oh, do. Let's see here. Yeah, what's that girl's name? Zendaya or something? Put her in everything. Kind of focusing on their it people, and then they just that's how it is. It's always kind of been like that too. Even if it's woke or not woke, they've always been kind of having their it people. It's always been that way in Hollywood. When they say they got like 80% of Hollywood isn't even in the film industry, like they just kind of cycle the same people around all the time, which is lame, dude. I get tired of seeing the same people in like every movie. Give some other people a shot. Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. Taking everything. Give someone else a job. It's like the worst is what is his name? Peter Dinklage, little Dinklesworthy. He's like in everything for all the dwarf roles. He's straight genocide and shit. His whole race or his kind or whatever the fuck you want to say, however you want to call it. People with his condition. Let's see here. I like the trend on X where they make everyone fat. I just saw T2 with Terminator. Oh yeah, yeah. They have that on what else do they have that on? Like YouTube, or I think it's YouTube. I followed a channel where they just take other movies and they make everything fat. Yeah, it's fantastic. Love it. Never get enough of it. I think so far I've seen like The Wolf of Wall Street. What else have I seen? Jurassic Park. That one was really good. They're all fat in there. Oh, okay. Terminator fat. Sweet. Yeah, that's funny, dude. It's good shit. Yeah. Yeah. And the titles come out all like funny too. Yeah. Trying to get the helmet going. All right, get that helmet. Boom, boom, boom. Some cuts. That helmet's pretty tricky, you know. All right. Makes you think like what kind of beast this was that he killed. It was like a saber-tooth tiger or something like that. How long has he been around? That kind of says like this guy's been around a minute, dude. The Kurgan. Uh, all right, we got that. Let's get in here with this. Friggin' what's his name? Sauron's armor is crazy, crazy ornamentation in there. That one's kind of hard to draw too. To get right. Yeah, a lot of jazz going on in there. All right, what's that? How far am I on my Crom? Not too far, dude. Yeah, I only got like maybe let's see, I think like 5 pages done, or I'm on the fifth one. I gotta do some catching up on that as well. There's a lot. It's gonna be like a 30 or 40 pager, you know. But that's what I like about it is the whole like, not no stress. Pretty much have most of it done when I submit it to them. probably about a year and a half from now. All right. Then I'll have a nice little book too, a nice little Chromebook. After that's done, could do whatever with it. Could print it on anything, really. Could be like an add-on to like a campaign you're doing. Hopefully if it's good, anyways. I'll try to make it good. Right now, I'm actually working on a. Right now, I'm working on a. I'm stuck on one page, to be honest. I'm working on a. I set up the scene where he's about to do battle, and a lot of the characters are in different locations within this room. But I'm trying to make it fluid and interesting. The fight choreography, and in my story, he's got the Skullcracker sword, and I made it a. It's a cutlass in my book. It's not Skull Splitter. Skull Splitter's in there too. I have them both in there. It's the one that Bruegel uses. He uses the skull biter. I'm sorry. He uses skull biter. Yeah. So I have skull biter in there, but he doesn't use it. He uses skull cracker, and that was the original one from the books. But I made it a cutlass because I wanted to switch it up, do something a little different, or maybe I'll change the name. Maybe Skull Destroyer or something. Skull Pulverizer. I don't know. I like Skull Cracker though. It sounds cool. Yep. Skull Cracker. Yeah, right. I'm also trying to make those swords live up to their name with some of the fighting moves. That's a big part of it. But yeah, like sometimes for me, the hardest part in stories is the fight choreography. I get real spurred out on it. There's only so many like new ways you could do things too. Same thing with story. Just once you kind of get to that point, you're like, okay, I'll allow myself to kind of do moves, that are common, in sword fighting and martial arts and stuff like that. But always looking for I don't know, new moves, stuff that could be pretty cool. Especially like when you look at the weapon and then where the characters are fighting at. I like to use a location as a weapon. Also, a lot of the times people don't use the weapon. Don't Now they're starting to do more like using a like in Punisher. He was using the sword, the gun as a sword. He was like an AK. He's like batting people with it. That's cool. I like to see more stuff like that. You don't have to just shoot the gun. You can use it as an axe handle, kind of. Like in the Last of the Mohicans, the guy in there has that Indian weapon. One of the last Mohicans, the actual last Mohican, he had that weapon that was designed to look like a rifle. From my understanding, they got inspired by the white man's American rifle, and they made weapons around it because they really liked the way that the weight of it, when you just grab the barrel and you swing down the handle and hit people. So they fashioned their own weapon on that shape, and they put a spike on the end of it. Yes, the Gunstock War Club. See, glad Brian's listening. I'm loving the HEMA game, Hellish Court. It has authentic sword styles. I'm loving Polish Saber right now. Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Put that smile in there. Okay. Doesn't look like I'm 100%, but a little bit. And then the teeth, how many teeth are in there? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6 maybe. All right, I have to do that. Put little teethers in there. There we go. There's 6 right there. Might have to fix them again later. Yeah, the Gunstock War Club. Yep. Remember as a kid watching it, like, what the hell is that? Is that a gun or what? Is that a club to make to look like a gun? It's like, yep, that's exactly what it is. They like the feel of it, you know. Clancy's got these weird kind of eyes. He's got these big old eyes. Him and Dolph got big eyes, big faces. That would be a good movie. Dolph Lundgren and Clancy Brown, kind of two barbarians going at it. Oh yeah, they're always hauling butt out here. All kinds of action out here. Got the window right here. It's funny. Like Jimmy Stewart on the rear window, you know. What's going on over there? Oh, you gotta listen. Listen, hey, listen. All right. I guess they're gonna make I don't know if you're still there, Brian, but Saboteur's got a pretty cool comic called Tommy's. It's like in the vein of kind of like the Texas Chainsaw, Mindhunter 7, Silence of the Lambs, Long Legs. I think you dig it. I'm gonna be getting it pretty soon. There's that. I don't know if you ever read Ed Gein Demon Hunter. Saboteur. It's a pretty good comic. There we go. Pretty far out. Got that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. This needs to be a little bigger. Both of them. Look at that. Yeah, I think it's definitely a crime comic. Crime and horror as well. A little bit of slasher thrown in, you know. I haven't read it yet, but just from what I've seen, I think something like that. Yeah, so horror and crime. There we go. And it's in the 70s too, I think, right? 60s and 70s maybe. Also got that Texas Chainsaw feel, like a little bit of the Zodiac, Mindhunter. Classic old, like, kind of slasher movies. It's 1976. Okay. The hippie era. Oh, okay. Um, what was it? Did you ever see New York Ripper? Sad. That one's pretty good. Oh, okay, cool. The old movie, yeah, the old one. That one's pretty wild. Ed Gein Demon Hunter's got Kristen Rossi on art. He's really good. He's got that old school, like, Seed of Destruction, Gotham by Gaslight, Mignola style, like the old OG Mignola. I like that. And then Luther Storm wrote it. He's from Britain. He's a good writer. Oh, okay, all those old movies for sure. You're probably watching a lot of Jalos too, huh? Those ones are scary, man. What is it, Brian? If it ain't making you uncomfortable, then it isn't horror. Is that right, Brian? Then the horror ain't doing its job. After that, it's just kind of like you're having it's like a Halloween party at that point, right? You're just having fun playing with monsters. But if you're really trying to scare people and shit, you got to make them a little uncomfortable. Yeah, man, we don't make movies, it seems, anymore. Yeah, no. It is unfortunate. For me, I just like horror. I think it's cool. I like the monsters. I like I like all genres, dude. And it's like going on a ride, dude. Right? Like when you're watching the movies, and it kind of keeps you in check. And sometimes when you watch the horror movies, it kind of makes you appreciate what you have. There's some pretty scary things out there, and scary things happen to people. And some of us are fortunate. Kind of helps you keep things in perspective. You can always look at it like that too. A lot of people forget that. Yeah. All right. Kurgan right there. Start working on the I kind of like that hand, but I want to make the arm make it a little longer just for fun. Dude was like, "Don't erase that hand." Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You don't gotta. We're all busy and we're all working. Brian's working too. Brian's an awesome. Brian's still here. He left. Awesome writer and editor. He's always working. Sab's always working. I'd say about like 80% of the people that are like in the comic book making like YouTube scene that I know, like they're always working or in between lunch or something like that. They're taking a break and it's just nonstop. Yeah, it is. But I think what's worse is if we were just kind of going to work and then like having a pity party for ourselves, you know, like poor me. I wish I could make comics or do something, you know. I think when looking back, is as long as we're working and get enough, I think we just got to get enough sleep, eat healthy, work out, carve out a bunch of time for your family, and then get in there and make your comics and shit. I think we'll be cool. I think the sucky thing would be if we were just to do all the above and not work on the books or art, you know. I think that it's important because it's easy, man. It's hard to the hard thing is to force yourself to do the work, you know. I think it gets really it's really challenging. It's so easy. Yeah. Yeah. And then work, you know, they're always changing the schedules around and whatnot. You try to do what you can. At least for my job. That's why I try to have a loose schedule. But yeah, it's always getting changed around. I think it just got changed next week. I just got a text right now from my boss. So I'm gonna look at that in a little bit. Yeah, right. The hack though is the diet, the exercise, and then getting like a lot of sleep. You know, if we can get the sleep in, that's how I was burning. You know, I'm trying to get more sleep now. Just doing a lot of like four, you know, 4 and 6 now. When I just sometimes I would get headaches, man, if I slept too much. So now I'm like trying to push it though. You know, kind of have to once you start hitting the 40s. Yes, 6 or 7's awesome. Definitely. Most definitely. Gotta fix this page right here. It's getting messed up. Get the teeth in there a little bit. Really wanted to get that smile, you know, that grin in there from Kurgan, and then I don't think I wanted to see his eyeballs at all. He does have eyeliner in the movies, but I'm really gonna lean into the circles. I think it just makes him look a little creepier, to be honest. Where are the other books you worked on? I worked on this book called Butch Cleaver. I worked on that for a long time. It's like gothic horror western, and that was it's like if you threw a Swamp Thing, Hellboy, Jonah Hex, and yeah, Meat Grinder and Hellboy, then Butch Cleaver would come out. But it's my first book. I did a graphic novel for that, and then I did a second one too. The second one got a little bit better, but I've grown a lot since then. I think I started working on that in 2014, put it out in 2016. Then I worked on the second book, and then yeah, just trying to grow, But a lot of the indie books too are like that, man. We're just kind of figuring it out, trying to level up, But I'm proud of it, Could I do better now? Fuck yeah, I could. Could I do better probably 10 years from now? Yeah. It's a character I'd like to go back to though. But it's about this butcher that gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo curse. And that curse gives him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he was a bad dude, but he's kind of given like another chance to come back, and takes place in this gothic western city. It's very it's like the old west, and it's like if the old west and like London had a baby, that's what the town would look like. The town's called Oubliette, and just a lot of bad things he has to fight in that town. But I hope to go back to it again. I wrote the script for the next book already, but just taking a break for a while, for a few years. I'm gonna do some sword and sorcery. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I got plenty of them. I'll have to send you out a copy, or of the books. But what I learned with that is like coloring takes a long time, all that stuff. So now I'm like, oh man, I don't want to have to color. I was getting better too at coloring on the second book. The first book, like a lot of things, I could pick it apart with I could go to surgery, go to town on both of them, easy. But they're fun. I like the world, man. I like the world. Like that's what a lot of people told me. Like, yeah, dude, didn't like the anatomy, the art, the perspectives was off, story was off, but I liked the characters and I liked the world. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's something to build on, But if you're spending like 10 years on it, you need a break, Or you could be working on other things. So I would probably work on the sequel though, rather than do a reboot of it. I think it would be better to just keep going. People could look at that book and say, oh man, he's needs to step it up, and then they could see the third book and be like, oh, okay, yeah, he stepped it up a little bit. I'd probably do it in black and white, but I always want the color palette to look like a Hammer movie, like with the red paint, like with the blood hits, stuff like that. I like the tones and like the really rich colors. I really want rich colors in that. That or just black and white, And coloring takes forever, bro. It takes forever. It's brutal. And also on top of that, I really like I like the flat colors. See, what's your site? Well, my site is if you go to my Twitter, I have my link tree on there, and I have like a big cartel store where I have a few pieces of art up on there that I got to take down. I want to put up some new art on there, and I have my books on there too. But yeah, if you want, man, just DM me, and then in a bit I can send you out. I'll send you out the books, bro. But for me, it's just like my fun book. You know, it's my gothic horror western. Got the spaghetti influence. Got the a lot of like the martial arts films. Definitely the Hammer films. Definitely the you'll get the '80s slasher. It's just a lot of stuff in there. It might be too many influences, but I don't care, dude. That's what I wanted. You know, and if I would have made a movie, it would probably want Robert Rodriguez to do it. Butch Cleaver, that would be the guy to do it, because I really like the tone of like From Dusk Till Dawn and stuff like that, and I love what he did with Sin City, so he would be my first pick. Him him and Sam Raimi, I think would do. I love what he did with like Quick and the Dead, that his horror or his western, all the characters. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't. I'd have to see what you're talking about. I'm really not sure with the two colors. Let's see here. Yeah, he does a great job, I think, with like with the characters in there and just all the. I like the bullet through the head when what's his name, David Keith, I think, the guy that does voice of Goliath and Spawn. He's got the coolest voice ever from the Thing. It's either David Keith or Keith David. I always forget. He's also in They Live. He's got the longest fight scene ever with Roddy Piper. He's a badass. Um, yeah, he's in there. He gets shot and the camera goes through the back of the head. Like, oh my gosh. I remember seeing that in the theater just thinking, this is fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I recommend that. I love Westerns too. But I never really like, I don't know. I think Butch Cleaver would be a lot of fun to do black and white now, like a kind of like a classic like horror monster movie, but with the feel of like, you know, like the what is it? Sorry, the Hammer movies, but like in black and white. So you're kind of like a combination of the two, Hammer and Universal, I guess, is what I was trying to say. I think it might lend itself better to horror, but the thing is, I like the color palettes of the Hammer movies. I like that bright, those rich colors. You know, could never really nail it. You know, and then different characters have different color palettes. Their locations where they live, they have different color palettes. You know. Yeah, Sam, he's definitely one of my favorites. I got to watch the new movie he did. I think like Send Help or something like that. He's on the island, that that rich businessman, and he's got his secretary there, and he treats her like shit. And then I'm gonna start working on the body armor now. This is gonna be a little tricky. Okay, I can kind of do a little bit of that. Okay, it's gonna have to be some of this too as well. Yeah. And then he's supposed to be doing a new Drag Me to Hell, and I freaking love that movie. The fam likes it, the wife likes it. I like it's a good PG-13 horror movie that's pretty scary, you know. Allegedly, they're supposed to be working on that, and I don't know if Brian's still here, but there was a movie back in the day where it had like a really scary trailer where it had just like a dummy that they call like Eddie or something like that, where it zooms in on the dummy, and I think Anthony Hopkins is like narrating it. Well, they're doing he's doing a remake of that. Yeah. So this is going to be going right through the body armor stuff. Okay, we got that. Let's see. Might be a little much for that. Right, we got that. Then we got the belt right here. Kind of sketching that in real quick. Looks like this was broken in two pieces, so you can kind of move around. The rib cage was kind of separated from the other side. Kind of leave it a little maybe like that. This kind of reminds me of like a little like Hungarian maybe or something. The Kurgan. Something like that. Yeah. Got to read the novelization. I think they're going to go into it. I think Marvelous Videos covers it. Yeah. Getting there. We're getting there. Got a crazy collar too, that like furry thing coming out. Dig it. Really cool design. And the sword. Yeah, it definitely has a long handle. I see it. Boop. Looks like it's doing something like this. There we go, like that. Something like that. All right. Oh, shit. So are we going like 2 hours? Probably going to call it right there, I think. All right. So go back and fix that. But thanks, Sad, for stopping by, and Bryant, too, and whoever else is there. You guys are awesome. Go and do a million other things right now. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Tomorrow, I should be doing this again tomorrow morning too. So if you guys are around and down to stop by, that's cool, and say hi. And yeah, should be doing that tomorrow, probably around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, unless something goes up, or comes up. Sorry. Oh man, horrible with the linguistics. You can't even say that right nowadays. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna try to do this like through the work week, 4 days during the work week. You know, three draw streams at one of the barbarian brunch shows on Wednesdays. So, but sometimes things come up and then I can't do it, and a lot of times things will just come up at the last minute, and I don't even have time to hit the cancel button, So it's always very loose and casual the way I do this stuff. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't, but it kind of has to be in the way things are. But oh yeah, thanks, Sab, and I'll see you guys next time. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.